Wellness Gym. Hello Joe's Wellness Gym friends, and welcome back to another stretching video. These are a lot shorter than they ever used to be. You keep telling me, I listened, I feel the same. Sometimes you just don't have the time. So give me 10-15 minutes of your time, and I have titled this Mobility, Mobility, Mobility. I've been a trainer for quite a few years now, and people are often trying to get stronger or be fitter. If you can't move properly and you can't be more flexible, then we can't build your strength. We can, but that's when injury is going to happen. And I don't have time to be injured. I don't want to be injured, and I know you don't too. And that's why when we do train together, I slow it right down. We're working on form, and we're really engaging and focusing on the specific muscles that we're supposed to be working. And then you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck in these shorter workouts. Let's start in cat-cow. Come into tabletop. Set yourself up, wrist, elbows, shoulders in line. And let's flow right into it. So inhale, chest forward, eyes forward, roll those shoulders back. Try and spread your collarbones as wide as you can. And exhale round. 3 more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, chest open, belly open, spread those ribs as wide as you can. And exhale round. Beautiful, come back to that tabletop position, and very slowly, gently, carefully, we're going to push up into downward dog. So inhale, push the ground away to downward dog. Exhale, come back to all fours. Beautiful, couple more just like that. Inhale. And exhale, let that body move, let that body be mobile. Last one, inhale, exhale. And exhale back to all fours. Beautiful, keep that back straight. Let's just take it into the neck. So inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck that chin in as much as you can. Couple more. Last one. Beautiful, push back into downward dog, hold it right there. Push the ground away with the heel of the hands, make that dog short so your heels draw down towards the floor. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, meet in forward fold, feet hip width. Softening those knees, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, a little rock side to side. Beautiful, hands to the floor, walk on out to high plank. Just hold this for a breath, I don't want too much tension here. And slowly with control, drop those knees down, untuck the toes, elbows go behind into a little tricep chaturanga here, belly all the way to the floor. Beautiful, let's take this into the quads right away. So I'm going to extend my right arm out, left hand's going to wrap behind me, take a hold of that left top of the foot. Now make sure, this is a bad example, make sure that knee and foot isn't leaning out. Draw that knee in towards the midline and pull that heel towards the glute. If you have a little bit more space in the body, when you get more of a stretch in the upper body as well, you could walk that hand in and come up onto the elbow. So there we're going to get a stretch in the back as well. If you feel any little bit of twinging, release the arm, come all the way back down. 2 big breaths right here. Big inhale. Push that quad firmly into the floor on the exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale, release. Nice work. Take it to the other side. Left arm extend, right leg behind, kick that foot. And if this doesn't work for you at all, ladies, you can just come to stand and do your quad stretch there. If you want that extra stretch in the upper back and the quad at the same time, you can just walk that left arm in, come onto the elbow, and lift that chest. Just a reminder, I don't want any twinges in the back. If you got any twinges in the back, release all the way back down. Really push that quad into the floor. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Beautiful. Now bring both arms in. Come up onto your elbows. A little cobra here. Or Sphinx pose. So make sure your neck and your head hasn't dropped into the shoulders. Get nice and long. Shoulders down away from the ears. Pull that chest through. Try and lengthen the front of the body and the back at the same time. And with that breath, on your next exhale, draw the chin towards the chest. So exhale, chin towards the chest. Inhale, take it up. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale. Inhale back up. Nice work. Slowly but surely come down back to your belly. Meet me in child's pose. Big toes touching, knees open wide. Everyone's favorite position. Okay, now we're going to start mobilizing right up into the hip flexor. So we're taking care of the quads, hip flexors are next. This is some of my clients' favorite stretch. So as I lift up, I'm going to drop those hips down towards the floor as far as I can. If it's possible, lift those feet up. Really drop those hips down. So this is one of those positions that you see kids, little kids being in all day long, or watching the TV, or just hanging out with their friends, and you wonder how they can do it. But feel that stretch, quads, hip flexors. And if you want to flow with me, get a little bit more mobile, inhale back to child's pose. Exhale back through. Beautiful. Two more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Hold on this last one. Exhale. Drop those hips down. Now drop that right hip down towards the floor. And then the left. Very subtle movement. You can bring that shoulder into it. And then push yourself back. Beautiful. Come into a seated position. Take those feet about as wide as your yoga mat. And again, let's mobilize those hips. So drop those knees side to side. Beautiful. And then come back through center. Take that right knee in. Lean back as much as you need to. Right foot across that left knee. So I'm going to come up here and let's mobilize those hips. So instead of just staying in this stillness, you can just rock side to side. Oh, that's where I start to feel that stretch in that right foot. Beautiful. You should notice a difference pretty quickly. And release that right foot, lean back, take it to the left. Lift that chest, as I said, you can come sideways on so I can demonstrate here. If this is too much for you, you can be on your elbows. You can also just head into our figure of four that we do normally on the floor. So find that little spot that works for you. A little rock side to side of those hips. Beautiful, and release. So we're going to head into another little stretch here. So go steady on this one. So seated forward, I'm going to lean forward. My left leg is going to be at a right angle, so the knees in front of the hip. And then my right leg, I'm just going to take that behind, same thing. Now, instantly, my whole body wants to shift to the right. I'm going to try and stay facing on. Again, if you're feeling any twinges or anything in the back, open up a little bit. And then we're just going to fold here. So we're trying to push that back knee and front knee firmly into the floor as you fold forward. You probably find it's quite an intense stretch in those hips and those glutes. And again, let's mobilize a little rock forward, rock side to side. And then come to stillness, and if you can bring your forearms to the floor. You can stay upright. Just find that spot that works for you. I say it all the time. Just because you can't do a move or get into a position or lift a certain weight doesn't mean you're any weaker. You're just meeting yourself where you're at on that day. One more breath. And then come on up. And switch sides. Now you can, if you, because you're not on camera, you can actually just sweep those legs up and over and turn the other way. But I don't want to go back to you, so I'm going to set myself up again. Right angle with this front leg. Right angle with that back leg. See, I am so much tighter on this side. My body just wants to completely shift. So I'm going to take it nice and easy. Find that spot. I'm definitely on more of an angle on this side than I was on my other. And then fold forward. Breathing into that front hip, front glute to a little rock side to side. And then come to stillness, find that spot, come onto your forearms. Nice work, come all the way up. Okay, we're going to finish off with our shoulders here. So come back into that cat-cow position. Into tabletop. I want to keep those hips as high as I can above those knees. Don't let them drop forward. And then very slowly walk those arms forward. If you need to, you can drop right onto your forearms. Maybe this is enough. If not, lift those elbows up. Cuts, keep walking those hands forward. Drop the chest, drop the armpits to the floor. Feel the stretch in the upper back and shoulders. And it's really important here to release the head. So forehead on the floor, maybe bring a pillow, bring a block. I don't want any tension in the neck here. So really trying to draw that deep into the armpit, right down towards the floor. Couple more breaths. Last one. And to come out of this, just walk your hands back, bring your hips all the way back to your heels, and bring your hands into prayer position. So one more stretch into the shoulders here. Hands in prayer position, draw those elbows down towards the floor, and then lift those hands above the head. So let me demonstrate here. And then you can walk your elbows forward, pulling them into the ground, just as we do with our hamstring stretch, and feel that beautiful stretch all the way up the back of the arm into the shoulders. Big belly breaths. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, let those prayer hands come towards the floor. One more with the breath. Inhale, take the hands between the shoulder blades. Exhale, back towards the floor. And then slowly walk your way all the way back up to your knees. Beautiful. I think that was about almost 15 minutes. Thank you for taking this time for you. Keep on moving, keep on stretching. It'll change everything. Take care.